What's up, everybody? The Roar here, and here I am standing in the middle of Falls Church, Virginia. I'm actually here in Falls Church, standing what is known as Falls Church, the Falls Church Episcopal Church, which was not an Episcopalian church when it was built. By the way, this church has been here since the 1760s, and actually it's really cool because George Washington and George Mason both were elected vestrymen of this church right here, in grateful memory of James Wynn. Look at this. Thanking the people that went in and built this church. Now, the reason how Falls Church got its name is actually from this church right here, because this church fell during the American Revolution War. Also, this church was home, when it was rebuilt, the Confederate soldiers. They have a plaque over there too. There's also a plaque for the Union soldiers. But Confederate soldiers used this church as a stable for their horses. And months later after that, the Union forces came in, took the church from them, and it was used as a Union hospital throughout the Civil War. It's actually pretty cool. And I'm actually trying to find a plaque, because somewhere around here, when the Declaration of Independence was signed, it was brought here to this church and read to what is known as the first citizens of the United States, right here in Falls Church. They said the South Steps, which would have been, assuming would have been right there, but I'm not entirely sure. There is a lot of history right here, and the reason why I say that is, looking at a compass, I am walking north now, south is behind me, and then east and west. That is where I was looking at, so I'm assuming I'm going to go on the other side to see if there's maybe a plaque. Is there another south end of the church or not? But look at this. Just take a minute. (1734) this church was built. The Daughters of the American Revolution, who own Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C., put up that plaque. Wow, look at this. I was also looking, this church is surrounded by a cemetery. And I was trying to see if anyone famous was here, because Falls Church is home to a lot of famous grave sites, but there is none here. Hold on, I'm going to take a look. Look at this. I don't know if I could go back here. I'm gonna go ahead and try where I can. But it is so cool. I've always wanted to actually come up here and take a look at this church, because I knew the history behind it. George Washington and George Mason both went to this church. Also, I forgot, Francis Scott Key also was here at this church. I don't think he attended it. Okay, this is going to the back of the building. I don't think he attended it, but he did have something to do with it. I think he came in for a service. Francis Scott Key, if you remember, not only is it named after the Key Bridge, but he also wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, which is really, really cool. But I wanted to take a look at it. Look at this. Is that a rat? Look at that. I didn't notice that. I think it's a bird. That was so cool. But I wanted to come out here and take a look at this, like I said. I got some sad news. Alexandria wants to remove the statue of George Washington. the first president, POTUS won. And there's a big campaign. Some people want it gone, some people want to keep it because there's a lot of history behind it. I am not a person that is going to be very political. I do not want to be political on this vlog. I have my own thoughts on it, but I also want to share why. You know, they did not have control over what they were thinking because it's a society issue, or the society as a whole was thinking that way. And yes, things are getting better, but look, the grave of the unknown soldier. Look at that. So not only on both sides here, look, on this side, the unknown Union soldiers are buried. On this side, unknown Confederate soldiers are buried. That's really cool. It's cool that they honor both, as they should. But back to what I was saying, Mount Vernon is doing a big campaign, which is George Washington's home. That's where he ran the country from. He went to church here. But George Washington, I'm actually going up here because there's a grave I want to see. And it's very, very well kept. I want to see if it's anyone of notable. Oh wow, it's all the names. Look at this. Can't really see it. In memory of the Civil War soldiers who were buried in this hollowed ground. So all around here, we are walking upon grave sites. Also, there was a really cool story about this place. Is a Confederate soldier, stole the communion plate or the communion fountain or something like that, and it's called the headmistress who ran the church, to mail it home to him or send it to him when the war was over. Instead, she kept it, hid it until the war was over, and they put it back up into the church, as they should. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh look, this is Mason. James Mason. Wow, I wonder if they're related to George Mason. It's definitely not him, but he's also, they passed in the 60s, 1960s. So obviously is not the Mason. But anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I wanted to see some of this. You don't know how long history is going to be around. And I'm very, very proud to be a part of history. I'm proud to show people this. And, you know, with the whole thing, like Mount Vernon is doing a campaign to get people to know more about the first president, which is kind of cool. And I think more people should do that. I think each president should have their own little historical society, so we can always learn more about it. Because I think people just aren't being taught. They don't know the real history, and that's what I want to bring to people. So I think I'm going to do more of these. I hope you enjoy it as well. And again, I'm not going to get political. I don't want to talk about politics in this vlog. That's a whole different vlog on its own. If something really pisses me off, maybe. But I don't know. But I just wanted to show this because you just don't know how long. I mean, this might be gone next. I don't know. It's a sad sight, but it is protected by the National Historical Society. So that gives me a lot of hope. So, all right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.